divisional supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Glagway. This time it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
That's caught. It's ball. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
And the Gators will snap it on first and 10. Hand off to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the visitors start their day with nothing to stop them at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now rolling to the left. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. The throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That was a nice swap. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Wilson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Inside the 35. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down. Behind the line of scrimmage, he had been running wild.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Morton. Rushes on him. He's got it down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hauls it in. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. They'll run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal at the 1. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Snag in the middle. It's Jackson. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Virgil. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
And I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Carter. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Webb. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. He'll pull it down and run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Gators have a lot of options on second and inches. On the run, it's Ball. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. The Gators have it with a first and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. That's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. From just inside their own 40 at the 39. Power football with the run. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Slings it downfield. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking for the score. Looking for the goal line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Joyner. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The give from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. To throw, it's Morton. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hansen. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. As the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will They'll spot it about 35 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Quickly to the tight end. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. It's caught downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right?
Touchdown, Red Raider! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy patient catch.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's long. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Lagway. Buying some time. On the move, he fires. Got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hansen. They'll move the chains. Good execution. On 3rd down, they've got it at the 41.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Now the play fake. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed over the middle and Sturdivant all down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Off play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there.
He's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the Red Raiders get enough for the first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water yourself.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Lagway. Pulls it in, it's Wilson.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Wilson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Joyner. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This defense was ready for go bumps against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Harvey. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well stick with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can get pounded down their throat in 2nd down?
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback running on the draw. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Quick step and go. Still on his feet. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The give is to Williams. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Morton. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop. Out
of the gun, looking to throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a grab for a big play. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds. Clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Now, I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So, faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gator! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. Dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I get it. No guts, no glory, but you didn't execute. You got to have a play dialed in there. Going for 2, going for the win. Now down by 1, and you need some serious luck.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. to the air on first down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.